Traffic issues and the great holiday trek. The border post between South Africa and Lesotho is always a hive of activity around this time of year, as most of Basotho working in South Africa normally go home to spend Christmas with their families. For the latest on the traffic flow on the Maseru border, we're joined by SABC's Ishmael Modiba. Ishmael, good afternoon to you. Are we seeing a surge in the numbers of vehicles and the traffic flow between Lesotho and South Africa? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Natasha. Yes, we have been here since this morning at just around about 9:30, and since we have been here, I would say since from 9:30, when we arrived here, we were able to realize that there was a lot of traffic congestion that was piling up. By the time we arrived, the cars that were piling up, they were over kilometers. But for now, I can safely say it's more than 2 kilometers, as you can see behind me. And everything is moving very slowly. What's happening here is that, as you can see on the left here, you can see that the road has been divided. It's a lane for the cars, and on the other side is the lane for the trucks, so that there is a free flow of traffic, but still things remains the same. What happened is, particularly those who are from the taxis, they are being offloaded, and they have to, the bus and the taxis parked on my right hand side, and they have to walk down to go to the offices where they can be assisted in terms of getting their passport being stamped, and then later they can cross, and their transport later can also move to the other side. But the situation, it's really frustrating. When we are trying to speak to some of them, they say things are moving very, very slowly. And that is the situation. Even when we were here on Wednesday, those who we spoke to complained that they feel that things could be done differently, at least if there can be a change of the system so that things can move. But when I spoke during the course of the week, I managed to speak to the Director General of the Department of Home Affairs, Kuselin Apleni, who said around this time, they come with measures throughout the borders where they beef up the personnel so that they they try to improve the running or the smooth running of their offices. He assured us that in this border and other borders, they've increased their personnel as from November 16, so that there is enough capacity to help people who are crossing the country from South Africa to Maseru and from Maseru to this side. But where you are, I was able to see the other side of Lesotho. There is congestion of traffic that is supposed to come this side, and I can tell you from right now, it's still early in the afternoon, I can tell you the traffic is going to increase from what it is now. Natasha.
And with that traffic increase, I suppose the question is, what is the police presence like, or is police visibility, can you see police out on the roads? Because that's always a concern.
Well, coming to here on the N8, from Bloemfontein to Botshabelo and Tabanchu and Lady Brand, there was, because at that time it was still raining, and it was raining very, very heavily in the morning. There were few of traffic officials who were manning the road, and even here there were very few of them. But since we've been here, the only traffic officials and police officials that are here, who are here, are those that are working at this border post. But I guess if we have to drive out of here and out of this road, that's where the police normally set up their patrol and their roadblocks. That's where they normally are. But I guess that will supposed to happen during the course of this day. But since we have been here, I haven't seen any of those happening. But I guess it's a standard procedure that they will be here during the course of the day.
Yeah, Ishmael,
Natasha.
Thanks so much for that. Ishmael Modiba at the Maseru Border Post between Lesotho and South Africa. As you can see, the cars lining up there to cross into the border for Christmas.